Once upon a time, before time had been created, we did not know a tomorrow or a yesterday. We lived as children within the maternal realm of Mother Earth. She fed and nurtured us as we grew to know the wonders of life. We did not know pain or strife, for all was under the kind eye of the paternal Father, who gave permission of what could and could not be. We lived within an atmosphere where all was known and our thoughts and feelings were guided by parental love. It was a place where all that we thought came about, and all that came about was held in place. We did not forget what we loved, for it was what we lived. It was easy. There was no distance between the power of cause and its earthly creation. This was a heaven on earth. The time was soon approaching when we would come of age. We would leave the nest of given ease, and we would create our own meaning of life and become conscious. This would not be easy, for the light that gave us life would no longer be visible. It would seem as if a great darkness had befallen us, and that we were alone and without kinship. Of course, this would not be true, but we would nevertheless face a dire journey without the comfort of a known path. But it had to be, for we had become restless in a world of everything. We sought a different world, a place where we could learn another meaning of ourselves. So it was granted, and the grace and power that had been given to nurture our young lives was slowly withdrawn. What was would become but a memory, and its truth would settle into the deep heart of ourselves. Over time, this would become hidden by the calamity of life. Its truth but a forgotten dream. For now we entered a strange and foreboding place. It would seem as if we had been forsaken, abandoned to an endless winter, bereft of light and warmth. We were no longer in love. We had to create it. So we did. Day after day we struggled to bring the light and the warmth. But no sooner had we created it, it would then dissolve, be washed away by the torrent of life of this new world. So in the cold light of each morning, we would begin again. This temporary nature of things was new to us, for in the world before time, what we created never left us. It was an endless act of love. But now our feelings of life were no longer stable. They changed from moment to moment. It was as if we were born again and had to learn to breathe, to decide for ourselves what should and should not be. And we did. We made millions of decisions over thousands of years and created 1,000 paths from our hearts. Dewdrops of life squeezed out between the powers of light and dark. As time grew old, it began to loosen its grip on the mind of man. The veil of separation started to lift, and our sense of life began to change. We felt the edges of the finite world and sensed a world beyond what we thought was real. This was not an easy time, for although we longed to be reunited with the heaven held in our heart, we had become accustomed to the craggy world of our disbelief. It was at least known, and because of that, secure. But it was too late to